So I'm very lucky this morning. This beautiful butterfly decided to show up. Oh, and now it's gone. But I'll show you the rest of my peepal row right now while I'm watering. It's funny, my neighbor was mentioning it to me how different some sunflowers are. Like they're all, I would think they're from the same mix, but I got Autumn Beauty mix and for sunflowers this year, and that not all of them look like Autumn Beauty to me, and most of them don't. But I have these lovely little yellow ones here, like that, like the little one I just showed you. And look at my big beautiful tomatoes under there. And I'll show you, there's, oh, that's a pretty flower. Some sort of impatiens, but I don't know what, because it looks like one that's, it reminds me of a prohibited noxious weed, but this one is not. This one's something different. And I have that color, and I have this color of bloom, and both are very pretty. But I certainly prefer this one though. Look at that color, fantastic. And it has this lovely iridescence in the sun. I don't know if you can see that. There you are. But anyway. And this guy, I really love this flower here. It's the ray florets. They're almost like leaves. They're like sort of like some sort of bracts or something. It's weird. And then beautiful. But anyway, I was talking about sunflowers and I got distracted. So let's find some more sunflowers. Oh, there's this one. Has found a, oh, and there he goes. There he goes to another one. That one's, he's scared of me now. There he is. He's found one that doesn't have a whole lot in the petal department. And it's pointing straight up for some reason. This one's, this sunflower plant seems a little bit of a mutant because it has flowers that are coming off the same, at the same place. See, there's one there. And this one there, it's a double header sort of thing. It's like Janus or something. And this one here has 3, 4 coming off right at the same. There's 2 there. Oh, I don't know if you can see 2 there. And then 2 on this side here. And anyway, most of the sunflowers, although they were supposed to be Autumn Beauty, most of them don't have the red that I would expect. They're supposed to have much more red than that. And there's not very much red in any of my flowers, but this one has a little bit, so that one's pretty nice. But most of them don't have any. It's just a very faint, a little darker orange maybe, but not very red. And let's see. James noticed most of my sunflowers fell over, and that'll happen. When you're growing in a peat bale, it just, they don't have the strength to grow up. And I could try to attach them to the net. I might do that. Because this way I don't have as much. Oh, let's see here. Is he ready? No, he's not ready yet. But that's, I would like to get that seed right there eventually. Because this one is from the jewel mix and I don't have very many seeds of those. I've got enough Tip Top Alaska, I think, that I'll be able to grow more next year. But one thing I wanted to show you was this. Look how big and beautiful this one is, this Cosmos. And I have a couple flowers there. You can see there's one and it's hiding the one underneath. And it's funny because you look at the same plant right over here and look how tiny these ones are. I have no explanation for why, but I've had this happen in the bale a few times. And look at this. This looks like it's a little larkspur here. And what made it decide to bloom right now, I don't know. But I was wondering, gee, is that larkspur or is it delphinium? Because delphinium I'd expect to be blooming right now. Not the larkspur, but I think it's larkspur all the same. So anyway, it looks like, for the most part, if you look at my leaves, there are very few of these, see these little black insects. They're the flea beetles. There's very few of them now. And so I guess the soap that I sprayed on them did have some effect, because these guys were just loaded about a week ago. But now they're doing all right. There's still a few of them you can see. Like, my flowers don't look that good, but they're coming back. And so I think I'll give another treatment with the soap and hope for the best. And because I was going to get some of that diatomaceous earth, and I really don't want to use it. It's really awful for, if I'm going to kill insects, I don't want to be that cruel to them. If you look up how it affects the insects, you might be like, oh boy, that sounds terrible. Because it gets into their, insects, they have an open respiratory system. And so, boy, that's beautiful. So these ones are working out okay over here, just a few feet away. And so it gets into the holes in their exoskeleton, and then it basically just works like sandpaper and just rubs them apart on the inside. It's terrible. So anyway, but if you are very angry at the insects that are attacking your garden, you might be like, oh, take that. I don't know, I'm not really that way. Anyway, so this is my beautiful peat bale row that's not looking quite as beautiful right now, but there's still a lot blooming in it and a lot going on. You know, it's I've decided to mix my garden, so there's a lot of flowers that are drawing the attention away from some things like that fruit over there. Look how big they are, they're humongous. And I'm going to hope for the best with that. Hope I'm going to get to be able to harvest them.